just the Hockey Hall of Fame. But if you ask him what his most prized achievement, it would be winning the 1955 state high school hockey tournament for Johnson Hockey. I think that's pretty cool. Alright, my inspiration was my coach, Moose Youngins, and he came to me with this project of making like a yearbook for Johnson Hockey at the end of last school year. And I thought it'd be cool to make a book and have something that for a long time would be actually fun to do. So I thought it'd be cool to be, because this is the 100th year of Johnson Hockey. So I thought that'd be cooler. Next. And then my paper I did on concussions and how they impact players long-term and short-term, and how severe they are becoming. And they're not really becoming any more severe than they were in the past, but it's just the fact that we have more research now and more studies being done now about concussions than in the past that backs up that they are more severe. And likewise, sports programs are taking more precautions to keep players out of the game if they have concussions, to keep them safe. Next. And then my product was creating a yearbook, and it's not published yet. And what I was doing was, in 2007, a group of 4 kids made a yearbook that covered the years of 1927 all the way up till 2007. And they had that one published. And what I was doing was I was going back all the way to 1913 and then all the way up to present, and maybe adding some stuff and revising it. So that was my project, and it's not published yet, but it'll be published by the time I present for the advisors and that. And then so you can go next. My highs and lows was learning about Johnson Hockey, and because we're having this 100th year anniversary celebration, there was some interviews being done, some video interviews being done at a restaurant out in Vandus Heights, and I got to go and sit on these interviews of former alumni such as David Brooks, Herb Brooks' brother, and some other people that won the state championships, and some key figures in the Johnson Hockey community. And so I thought that was really cool, and I got to learn all about them. I got to meet them, which was so awe. I was in so awe, and it just made me proud that I could be a part of Johnson Hockey, and be proud that I'm carrying on what these guys set up. And then the lows were that by the time I got everything going on this project, I didn't get set up with the software from the yearbook company from about 3 weeks before Thanksgiving, so it's been really short amount of time to complete a whole book. And it's a new software that I've never used. It's not like Word or PowerPoint or any of those ones that I've been using. It's just something brand new, so I had no idea how to use it. And then the complications with gathering information. I had to gather all the pictures from every year, all the hockey pictures from every year. I had to get the names. Some of the names were wrong, so I had to figure out who was actually who in the picture. And some of the pictures are kind of blurry and not that great of quality because they're from 1913. And I had to do all that pretty quick too. Luckily I had some people that were helping out with the alumni, or from the alumni group that was helping out with the 100th year anniversary celebration, that helped me a lot on this. So I was, a lot of people were helping me, but there's still a lot for me to do. And then the challenges were balancing between school, hockey, and then senior project, and then just having my own free time. And that was really hard for me to do because I have school till school gets started at 2, I have hockey till 5, and then I have For the first 2 weeks I got set up with the software. That was all I did, and I kind of regret that now because I fell behind in school. I'm still trying to catch up. So that was really hard for me to do. And then, finding time between hockey, and then we also had like games and like after hockey activities that we did as a team for like kind of to get some team bonding exercises. And then a special thanks was Moose because he helped me out a lot. And then Mr. McDonald, the yearbook guy, he was my mentor, and he helped me out getting hooked up with the software guy or the yearbook representative, Brian Saff. And Brian Saff helped me so much. He helped me put in the pictures into my yearbook because I had trouble doing that. And I had trouble cropping them into the space. And he helped me a lot out on that. And then Betsy Dickman helped me find a lot of the pictures. Then Mark Lodge helped her too, and helped gather the pictures, gather stories from the early years. And sometimes I didn't, like 1933 to 1938, there weren't any photos in the Johnson High School yearbooks, because the yearbooks are where I got most of my information from. And there wasn't anything from those years about Johnson hockey, so I had to fill in those pages that I had designated for those years with stories from. I didn't have any stories from that year specifically, but I had stories from that time period about Johnson hockey, and I had stories about players that played during that time. So I filled that in, and Mark Lodge helped a lot with that stuff. Next. I don't think my work setting got put in. But any questions? Yeah.
Okay, so you said that Eric's like biggest accomplishment or like things that he was when he won the high school state in 1955. Why is that the most important besides winning like the Olympics, getting all those other titles?
To him, I can't speak for him because he died in 2003 from driving back from the Hockey Hall of Fame in northern Minnesota. He fell asleep behind the wheel and crashed and died. But I think it was, from being a hockey player myself, I think it's like once you go out to the pros, you're kind of not playing so much for your team. You're playing to advance your career in hockey and advance your career and how good you're going to be. But for high school hockey, it's just you've grown up knowing each other since we were all little kids. I've known everybody on the hockey team since we were like 5 years old. We've been playing together forever. So it's just like we're friends and we just play together. So it's something totally different than like the pros or the NHL or like junior teams. Any other questions?